Hey guys, Mark from TriBeCa Beverage. What I want to do today is go over 5 things you should not do during an interview. I've sat down through many interviews through the course of owning a business. A lot of people do stupid, silly, crazy things. I have no idea what they're thinking some of the times. Particularly if you're applying to us, definitely watch this video. Stick around to the very end of the video. It'll really help give a competitive edge. Okay guys, number 1. So this might sound obvious. Don't forget to bring a resume. I swear to God, there's been so many occasions where people have shown up without a resume, and I'll ask them, where's your resume? And they said, oh, I can email it to you, I don't have it. Look, I get it, you don't have a printer at your home. I, for a while, didn't have a printer at my home. Go to Staples, spend a couple of bucks, get 100 resumes. Do not show up to an interview without a resume. There is just almost no excuse for it. If you want to be competitive in the workplace, you need to bring a resume. The point of the resume is to have a piece of paper so you can look at, so when the interviewer is speaking with you, they have a frame of reference to go off as to what you've done, where you've been, who you are, and a little bit of more information about yourself. If we don't have the resume, or you email it to us, that means we have to pull up the computer, load it. It's a huge headache. If you're excited about a job, bring a resume. I cannot stress this enough. This is silly. It's silly that people forget it, or don't do it, or whatever the case is, but the couple dollars that you'll spend on it would probably often be, at least from my opinion, the difference as to why we do or don't keep people. All right, guys, here's number 2. And this one is kind of comical. I can't tell you the amount of people that have come to our place of business, and we're TriBeCa Beverage Company, and ask us, what do you sell / what do you do? I cannot stress this enough. Do not ask the company what they do. Do your research ahead of time. You can visit our website at TriBeCaBeverage.com. You can visit many websites. I'm sure it's in the job description. It's crazy to me how many times people ask, what do you sell? What do you do as a company? If you want to know what your job title functions are, obviously do as much research as you can into the descriptions. And if you do have questions about your particular role within the company, try to make them ultra specific. But I can't tell you the amount of times people came to me and said, what do you guys do? What do you guys sell? And I'm thinking to myself, well, look at all the bottles around us. Look at our website. It's pretty self-explanatory. Look at the trucks outside. It's pretty straightforward that we sell water. All right, guys, number 3. This one, again, it makes sense why anybody going for an interview wants to know this, but don't ask what we pay as your first question. Try to save that for the very end, or allow us to bring it up, maybe for a second or third interview. Right off the gate, so many people are coming in asking, what do we pay, as like the first, second, third question. And the reality is, on one point of view, is we do put the pay range on Indeed.com, almost always, typically for that reason. And from an employer's point of view, it probably, I would think, helps the employee in the long run to let the employer approach them about pay, and maybe counter them with whatever the offer is, or whatever the nature is of the offer. That conversation should start from the employer, or maybe come at the very end from you when you're really trying to determine whether or not this job is for you. The 4th thing that you really want to keep in mind: don't come to an interview in a t-shirt and mesh shorts. I understand we're a pretty casual company ourselves, and we don't really have a very strict dress code, but it just shows that you care when you show up with a button down, or even a suit, or something really nice. If you don't have very nice clothing, do your best to find a collared shirt and jeans or slacks or something of that nature. But people who show up in a button down, or a t-shirt and mesh shorts, or just shorts in general for an interview, it just sets the image. And again, right, when the employees who work for us, we're really casual with how we're dressed. I don't overdress for work. I don't ask the employees to overdress for work. The drivers are obviously not overdressed. They're told to dress comfortable. But the interview itself, it just shows that you care when you come prepared with a better looking outfit on. It shows that you're more engaged. It shows that you're willing to inconvenience yourself and wear something to look your best, and you just want to impress us. And when our employees or potential interviewees try to impress us, it's appreciated. It goes a long way, and it really helps us kind of pick through what can be splitting hairs between whether we go with person A or person B. Here's number 5. Here's the last piece, and probably the most important for both the employer and yourself. If you're not interested in that type of work, and you don't think you're going to be happy at the job, you're wasting your time and the employer's time. I understand everybody wants to work to get money, and you need money to get by, but at the same time, somebody's going to take the time to train you and teach you, and if you're not happy, or you know you're going to ultimately be unhappy doing what you're doing, don't burden yourself with that responsibility. And in addition, the employer is going to spend a lot of time training somebody who's ultimately destined to not succeed. And on top of it, it's kind of hard to hide. Even if you're a great interviewer, it's a lot of the questions I ask people, about what their plans for the future are. Some people give it away very quickly. My plan is to do this with my life. And it's like, well, why are you here for the driver position if you're going to explore that type of career? If you find that you don't think you'll enjoy the type of activity that we're offering, that's totally fine. If, again, we would encourage you just not to apply. Or if you did apply and you realize it's not for you, just let the employer know, hey, this isn't for me. I don't think I'm a fit for the job. At the end of the day, your time won't be wasted, their time won't be wasted, and overall you're doing a benefit to yourself in the long run because you can look for a job that you think you'll be happy with. Okay guys, thanks for watching the video. And now if you are applying for a job or looking to apply for a job, please send us an email to support@TriBeCaBeverage.com letting us know that you watched this video. It really means a lot. Obviously the video isn't that long, but if you took the time to watch the 5-minute video, I promise you it'll make you way more competitive in terms of our hiring decision. Other than that, thank you guys again for watching the video. If you liked this, thought it was valuable, like, subscribe, comment, whatever the case is. But I look forward to connecting with you guys again.